Hello, this is Joe Jacobson again, back with Step-by-Step Blog Building, and today we're going to cover, in a rather short video, a little bit about passwords inside of your hosting. And this is the password that you use to log in to your cPanel. So go ahead and, in a minute here, we're going to log in to that cPanel, which you should be pretty good at by now. And step 2 is just going to show you where it's found in your cPanel, and it's called Change Password. That's the name of the button. And why should you even change the password, or do you need to? And also, where are you going to use that password besides just logging in to your cPanel? Okay, so we'll mention that and show that to you. And also some just specific requirements that at least HostGator has for the type of password and combination of letters and so forth that you need to be aware of. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on over to HostGator, and I'm already logged in, as we tend to do right now. You should be pretty good at doing that. So what we're doing is here, we're looking through all the icons again for change password. So let's move on down here. You can see it's right in here under Preferences, and we have Getting Started Wizard and video tutorials. You can watch some of these, by the way, if you want to learn more about how to do all the cool things inside of your control panel. And you can update your contact information here. You can change the style of this whole page here that we're looking at. You can change that style of the HostGator control panel style. You can even change the language. Create some shortcuts to the cPanel. So but right now we want to talk here briefly about change password. So go ahead and click on change password, and it's very simple. Basically what you need to do though is you need to find your old password, and that will be in the email that you received when you first signed up with HostGator. It's like a receipt type of email. It has a lot of information in there for you, so you have to be sure and keep that email, because it has in there not only your domain name, but it has your password, which is a temporary. Well, you can keep it for sure if you want, just the way it is, but it's a long, very long and complex, for security purposes, type of password. And you can keep that one, or you can change it. So we're going to show you how to change it here. And over here it says, there's a checkbox that says allow MySQL password change, and it's by default it is checked. What that means is that's your databases, the SQL databases, and it's going to allow the change over there as well. And that may be beyond what you ever need to get into, but just be aware that it is going to change that database password also. So what you need to do then is, this will probably be empty on yours. You need to go over to your email, go ahead and just copy that from your email and paste it in right here. I'll just leave that there for now. And then a new password, 2 fields for that. So go ahead and put in your new password. Now the thing about this is it doesn't really tell you exactly all the criteria. Let me see what it does right here though. If you click on this Y, and this is for the strength, regarding the strength, let's see what comes up. Choosing a strong password is important for web hosting. Okay, this makes it a prime target for password crackers. You can read more about password crackers there as well on the Wikipedia site. So we strongly recommend using the built-in password generator to create your password. Okay, so you can do this one right here and generate it for you, or you can change it to something that you prefer, but it still comes out looking very strong. So let's see what happens if we click on, there it is right there. It generated this password, and you can see it's pretty complex. You don't want to have to type that in every time, but it is strong. It has capital letters, lowercase letters, numbers, even has some odd characters like the asterisk and a comma. So that would be a pretty tough one to crack. And I have copied this password in a safe place. So you want to be sure and keep track of your passwords. Advanced options. Okay, you can say right here the length of it that you want to generate, the alpha characters and the non-alpha characters. That means numbers and oddball characters like the $ and so forth. So you can change this criteria right here, lowercase, uppercase, or both, and it'll generate another password for you. So you can use this function if you want to keep it secure. Right now you already have a very secure one in the temporary password, but if you do want to put in a new password of your own that you might be able to remember, actually in your mind to remember it instead of saving it in another file somewhere, is go ahead and type it in here. Use some capital words in there, use some numbers. And the thing though that it doesn't tell you here is you cannot use your name or any name. In fact, you can't use any word that is actually a word found in the dictionary. Nothing like that. Any kind of word in any dictionary. Now, I don't know about other languages, but we're talking about English right now. So anything like all, A-L-L, probably even A-L, I mean just anything, any kind of name or an actual word. So you need to really come up with sometimes some strange combinations just like it does there in the password generator. And go ahead and put it in here twice in these two fields right here, and then click on change your password now. And that's about it really. It'll change it for you automatically so that the next time you log in to your cPanel, you have to be sure and remember that you will need that new password because it is and does go into effect immediately. Okay, just some few tips on here. Protect your password. Don't give it out to people. And also they do recommend right here that you change it frequently because you don't ever want anybody hacking in here, especially for your hosting. So if you would like to do that, you certainly can do that whenever you want. You might want to do it once a month or whatever you feel comfortable with. And also right here, avoid logging in from public computers. Okay, just work from your own secure computer so you don't have any problems down the road. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Tips, and it tells you right here. Avoid dictionary words. Well, you have to. It just won't accept it. This has really been put into place here in the last few months. Used to be able to do that, but not anymore. No familiar numbers. Okay, use more than 7 characters. So have fun, come up with a good new password that maybe you can even remember, and you'll be set to go on there. And let me just jump there back to the PowerPoint and see if there's something else I wanted to cover. Yeah, there we go. Just this last item here, the step number 4. Where else are you going to use this password? Well, there's one place I have noted here that you will be needing it if you want to use FTP. Now, you may or may not know what that is, but it's a very handy tool to use, and there's plenty of free versions of it as well. If you go online, the one I use is called FileZilla, FileZilla.com. You can do a search on that and come up with that and download that free version. What it is, they call it an FTP client. FTP, if you don't know that, stands for File Transfer Protocol. And it's a very handy tool, especially if you're going to build more than one site or a bunch of sites or change your site a lot, where you want to File Transfer Protocol, FTP, files, including even what we're going to cover in WordPress, some of the WordPress plugins, actual themes themselves. And you may not know what those are yet, but those are some of the structures, items that we need inside of WordPress that you can go find on the internet, and then you can load them up right up into your actual file system in your hosting on the server. And you use FTP client, sometimes it's very convenient to do that. You can also do it inside of your HostGator, and we'll cover that in another video, how you can do it either way. But anyway, just wanted to mention here that you will need that password, the new password that you create, to actually set up something like an FTP client. Okay, if it doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. We'll cover that in another video. But this was a very short video just to get you through some of these other little tasks. as we're waiting for everything to be propagated, and the next video, I think we'll be able to jump right on in there and start working with WordPress, loading it up, configuring it all, getting all the settings right, and actually moving toward the real soon with the point where we'll be able to start adding your unique content. Okay? This is Joe Jacobson, Step by Step Blog Building. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.